Hi, this is Tarina and Angela again, and we're the Riches in the Ditches, and here we're looking at nettle. Now nettle has a long history of traditional use, and this is the time of year to harvest it. Now nettle is such a wonderful plant, and we tend to kill it everywhere it turns up, but it's a sign, one, that ground is very fertile, two, it's a great organic feed for your plants, but most of all it's a great detoxer. It cleans the blood in the body and everything. So what you do is you wear something heavy because you get stung otherwise, and they call it cloaking. To harvest the nettle, they called it, the old term was cloaking the nettles. You'd have to put stuff over them and then go to the bottom, cut it off at the bottom. You put it into water. Now don't take it when it's flowering. You must cut it before the flowering period. And then what you do is you take off the leaves, you put them into, you can fry them in a bit of butter, which is beautiful, it's like spinach, or you can actually put it into water and bring it to the boil and quickly lower it down, let it simmer until the water turns green, and then you can take out your leaves out of that. You can use them as a vegetable. And then the water you drink for 10 days. And 10 days of drinking the nettle cleanses the blood, cleanses organs. And traditionally it was used with wild celery and another plant which we have growing up through the nettles here, cleavers. And cleavers, okay, so here we have cleavers. As you can see, it grows with the nettles. And you all recognise it as sticky back. We used it in school to play games because it sticks to everything. And we used to play games throwing it at each other, trying to get it to stick to the person and then run away like mad before they got you with the same sticky. But it's actually an amazing plant as well. This actually can be used and has been used traditionally to actually cleanse the lymphatic system. And the lymphatic system is the drainage system of the body. So this is a really important one to know about. Now again, not to be used for medicinally at this, when it goes into flower, which it will be shortly, but you can gather, for instance, we'd say like in the case of the nettles, you can gather the seeds of the nettle later, and they're medicinally very good as well, but we'll deal with that when we get to that time of year. But in the meantime, again, the cleavers can be collected like the nettle. It can be cooked with the nettle and the wild celery, which we'll deal with another day, and you take all three of them in the water, the same as we talked about earlier with the nettle. Bring it to the boil, quickly turn it down to simmer, let the water turn green, pull out your vegetable out of the water, like your nettle, your wild celery and your cleavers, and then store in the fridge for 10 days. And then you do it for 10 days so the whole system is cleansed. And it really, really makes a huge difference to your system. So it's well worth doing, and it's free. Now, I don't use weed killers anywhere in my garden. Well, euphemistically I call it my garden, but it's a wild wilderness. But everything I let grow. I let them grow and I harvest at the time of year when they're ready.